May I now request Mr. Anand Trivedi to please give the next set of awards. Mr. Anand Trivedi, ladies and gentlemen. Please give him a loud round. The Civil Society KARMAVEER Puraskar Education, Health and Empowerment goes to Dr. Kiran Modi. Dr. Kiran Modi has been deeply involved in social service for more than 3 decades. Her deep interest in theatre and commitment to grooming the future of India, its children, led her to found Umang, a children's theatre group in New Delhi. Umang worked primarily with disadvantaged children, dabbling briefly in television as a hostess and breakfast TV show presenter. She also launched Neighborhood Star, New Delhi's first community newspaper, in 1994. Kiran initiated Udayan Care, an organization for parenting abandoned, orphaned and abused children. Udayan Care has several activities through which it takes care of underprivileged women and children. Udayan Ghars, the residential program for orphaned and abandoned children, Udayan Shalini Fellowship Program, Udayan Care Computer Training and Vocational Training Centers, the Udayan Outreach Program and Advocacy Volunteer and Internship Programs. Udayan literally means eternal sunshine and care in Sanskrit. It has transformed the lives of more than 7,000 children across the country. The organization won the CSO Partners Outstanding Annual Report Award for Transparency and Accountability in the non-profit sector 2 years in a row. Congratulations, ma'am. May I now request Mr. Sukhbir Singh to please give the next set of awards. The Civil Society KARMAVEER Puraskar Gender Issues 2010 goes to Mr. Harish Sadani. Mr. Harish Sadani has been passionately working in the field of social development for more than 2 decades. He is the founder, member and honorary secretary of MAVA, that's Men Against Violence and Abuse, which has been spearheading a movement in India since 1993 by engaging men as key partners and change agents in preventing gender-based violence against women. For the past 5 years, Mr. Harish has been running an innovative landmark initiative with male youths aged 16 to 20 years, sensitizing them on a wide range of gender and sexuality matters, using varied youth-friendly media like interactive workshops, games, film screenings, street theatre, wall newspapers, culture magazines and youth helpline, and mentoring them to communicate with peers in the college and the larger community. This path-breaking work, aiming towards redefining of masculinity, empowerment of women, and humanization of men, is now being slowly spread from rural Pune to Mumbai, Satara, Kolhapur, and other parts of Maharashtra by a core team of highly motivated youth communicators. Mr. Harish is also a founder-trustee of Samvedan, an organization devoted to prevention, treatment, counseling, and care of HIV/AIDS. Previously, Mr. Harish has worked for voluntary organizations like Child Relief and You, that's CRY, and Blind Men's Association. He's also managed the Corporate Social Responsibility Unit of GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals. Congratulations, sir. Thank you, Mr. Singh. May I now request Mr. Ranjit Mahapatra to please give the next set of awards. May I also request the audience to be a little more encouraging. The Civil Society KARMAVEER Puraskar Fundraising 2010 goes to Wing Commander Sasank Roy Chaudhary. With more than 19 years of experience in fundraising and resource mobilization at both the national and international levels, Mr. Chaudhary is a very well-known and well-respected personality in the social development sector. A multilingual postgraduate aeronautical engineer and diploma holder in sales and marketing management and in computer science and system analysis, he is presently the CEO of Hemophilia Federation, India. Besides, he has been the Director, Resource Mobilization at Dipalya, the Country Head, Resource Mobilization at Global Cancer Concern India and Helpage India, the Senior Manager for Technology Development with Technology and Action for Rural Advancement, a high-profile NGO engaged in finding technological solutions for environmental protection, design and production of eco-friendly products for building materials, textile, amongst others. An active Rotarian, Mr. Chaudhary is also on the board of the Delhi chapter of the Alzheimer and Related Disorders Society of India, and associated with the Eye Care Charitable Hospital, Noida, and South Asian Fundraising Group. Congratulations, sir. contingent. I now request Mr. Arun Bhagat to please present the next set of awards. The Civil Society KARMAVEER Puraskar Child Abuse 2010 goes to Ms. Pooja Taparia. Ms. Pooja Taparia conceptualized Arpan with a simple aim: to improve the lives of the underprivileged by mobilizing the community to volunteer its time and money towards making at least a little difference in the lives of others. A few years later, prevention and healing of child sexual abuse became the key mandate for Arpan, and the organization began conducting talks to spread awareness, reached out to housing societies, clubs, Rotary clubs and colleges, and took on cases to enable survivors of child abuse to come to terms with their trauma and move on to lead fulfilling lives. Besides Arpan, Pooja devotes her time to volunteering for various social service organizations, including the SPJ Sadhana School of the Developmentally Handicapped and the Sandipani Vidya Niketan in Gujarat. Her involvement with social issues was seen even in school and colleges when she raised large sums of money for the poor and destitute through donation drives. Congratulations, ma'am. May I now request Mrs. Anupam Kataria to please present the next set of awards. The Civil Society KARMAVEER Puraskar Environment 2010 goes to Mr. Bibu Prasad Mohanty. Mr. Bibu Prasad Mohanty hails from Bhubaneswar, Orissa, and is a seasoned and versatile environmental activist, researcher, teacher, and livelihood promoter. Backed by strong academic credentials, he has had an eventful career of nearly 2 decades in the areas of food and livelihood security, rural and tribal development, organic farming, forest resource development, sustainable agriculture, ecology and environment, conservation of biodiversity, food security and developmental communication. He has actively been campaigning in Chilika Bachao movement, joint forest management, citizens' action on environmental pollution, Gandhian thoughts for village prosperity, literacy for all, and conservation of biodiversity. Apart from environment, Mr. Mohanty has been associated with several other issues. He has worked with BISWA, the biggest microfinance organization of Orissa, as Director Operation, and is at present working as Program Director of THREAD, famous for ecological security and gender equity at national and international level. He has been serving as a livelihood consultant for Mission Shakti, Government of Orissa Initiative for Women Empowerment and Gender Equality. He has also served as an international consultant in evaluation of wild peer projects on HIV/AIDS prevention in Serbia and Egypt. He has been instrumental in building successful market linkages for farmers and forest material producers, processors and marketers. He has been chairman and chief consultant to development projects, also has been involved in setting consultancy houses and providing consultancy and training services to NGOs and financial institutes. Congratulations, sir. So do like those. Thank you, Mrs.